Good morning, friend. Are you ready to have a wonderful day with us?
Now, in today's video, we're probably going to be a little bit loco because somebody in particular was not about that sleep last night. So we're going to be a little bit sleep deprived, and
We're going to finally take the plunge and go to the grocery store. And sleep deprivation plus a grocery store in a different language probably means we're going to end up buying some things we don't intend to, but it'll be entertaining.
it will be, yeah. But first, before we embark on this adventure, we've got to start
With coffee.
We're in desperate need of some coffee.
So one of the reasons that we go out for coffee every morning, outside of it just being way cheaper than it is in the U.S., and that we haven't stocked the house yet, is that it's a really good way for us to start every day by learning a little bit more about the neighborhood that we live in. You probably noticed that we never go to the same coffee shop twice, at least very rarely. And it also gives us a really good opportunity to practice some of our Spanish. Check it out, dude. Cheers.
Dad says, give me some of that sandwich.
That's yummy. That bread is delicious. Oh my goodness, we found Magnum PIG Barcelona edition.
What do we call Magnum PIG in Spain? El PIG? How do you say pig in Spanish? We need to Google that. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I know, it's in Dash's farm book.
Is it? Okay, so translate. Oh yeah, well, obviously Dash thinks he's a better translator than I am, but according to Google Translate, it is Magnum, well, Magnum Pig really is Cerdo Doble. So, Cerdo Doble de Barcelona.
All right, it's time for the grocery store. And like any big city, there's a whole bunch of them here, but of course, they're not all equal. So we did a basic Google search and found one, A, that is close to our casa because we're gonna be carrying all of our groceries back, and B, that has a really good rating. So from the pictures, it looks super legit. So we'll head there now.
Now, last night, all we had were 2 salads, so we're basically going to the grocery store hungry. And we had that little, like, you know, whatever we just had at the coffee shop, and it was good, but I think I could have eaten like 15 of them, so I guess we're just gonna see how this whole shopping experience goes.
We may end up with more than we need.
We will end up with more than we need. Now, while we will be buying some of the essentials from the grocery store, a few of the things we will absolutely not be buying from the grocery store are the things we know we can get high quality, you know, locally, which is your breads. I mean, there's so many places that have amazing breads that are baked daily. There are so many cool little cheese shops, so we would not buy cheese shop from a grocery store.
You wouldn't buy
What
cheese
else?
shop in a grocery store?
I wouldn't buy cheese. I wouldn't buy cheese at the grocery store. I would definitely buy cheese at a cheese shop.
That That being said, I think
yeah.
it's been a while since you've been to a grocery store in Europe because they don't look like our grocery stores in the U.S.
That's true. That's a good point. Okay, there's some hummus.
Yeah, that sounds good. Which one we're supposed to pick, I have no idea. Just gonna go with this one.
And yeah,
It's a Nutri-Score on it. It's an A.
Nutri-Score.
Interesting.
Hey, if it has an A, it must be good.
Obviously.
Oh, hey, there you go. American salad. That looks like some coleslaw. I guess that's the salads we're known for. Coleslaw.
Baby dash and avocados.
Some what?
Avocados.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Dash loves avocados.
Say what?
I don't even think he knows what he's looking at right now, but
This is an avocado.
if he knew it was inside that skin there, he would be all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Ooh, look at that. That's...
It's a pretty tomato.
It is, right? I feel like we should get one of those just to try it. I don't even know what... These are funky looking. Yeah, let's try one of these. What's that?
Greek yogurt. Another of Dash's favorites.
A good reason for keeping snacks at the flat is that poor Dash inherited a genetic abnormality called hangry from his mama. So if we keep some things in the house, then he's less likely to go hangry because you never want a hangry baby or mama. Got some cold pressed orange juice there for 365 euros. That's not a bad price considering it's cold pressed. Here's your energy drink section here. You've got Red Bulls and Monsters. And some different varieties there. It's interesting. What's going on over here?
I'm looking at all of the options for baby wipes.
Baby wipes?
This was the one thing that we only brought like 2 packets of because they're so heavy. So we need to buy baby wipes, but I have no idea which ones.
Well, those say zero perfume, and this comes with chamomile and cotton, and this says sweet almond oil, tolerance tested. That's interesting. What is this one? Oh, okay. So we've got some options here. That one comes in a green package. That's got to be good, right? And then these look like, I don't know. I don't know what they look like, but they have a picture of a baby on them.
The ones I get from home also say 99% water, so I'm gonna guess that maybe these are semi-equivalent.
Let me see the package. That looks legit.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
And it looks like there are 3 packs in here.
Okay.
And it's approximately €5,
Okay.
€6. And they're buy one, get one 50% off.
I mean, Dash seems to like it, right, Dash? He's like, these are going to be so good for my hiney. Yes. Hiney wipes.
from the can we usually get back home. But Dash loves these, so this is another good snack. Well, can you get that? Somebody just did. Alright, we're gonna get some dish soap because our Airbnb did not come equipped with this. But look at the price, it's less than €1. When I get this kind of stuff at home, it's like $4 or $5. So that's pretty nice. Okay, this is another one that is insanely cheaper than the US. Paper towels right now, I paid anywhere from like $18 to $24 for.
Probably bigger double rolls,
but not by much.
different. We don't. It could be made differently too. You never know. Probably not. All right, here's the egg section here, and notice anything? It's not refrigerated. Yeah. See what the eggs look like over here. Ooh, back home we can get probably like $4,000 for these 6 eggs. So also you'll notice that none of these are white, right? They haven't been bleached or whatever it is that they do.
Look at this box of eggs. It is so interesting.
Wow. That's really cool. How much is that box?
$3.59.
Okay, that's like, okay, so
basically groceries are just cheaper overall here.
these are like $2.45 and you get 12? Yeah, a dozen. $2.45, okay. These are $2.05. Got some down here. Yeah, again, brown, nothing white, nothing bleached, or whatever you call that process. I'm not sure what you call that process of making the eggs white. In case you're wondering what the meat looked like, here it is.
I think we've hit the max of what we can reasonably carry home, so we're going to start here.
Yeah.
Our wonderful Airbnb host actually gave us these little bags, which is pretty convenient. All right, so
All looks familiar.
it's not as bad as we thought it was gonna be, says the person not carrying the groceries.
Right.
Not taking the stairs with the groceries?
No. No.
Waddle, do the
Oh,
grocery
that's it. There's no
waddle.
room.
Scooch over.
No, there's no room.
All right, Dee, so what did you learn at the grocery store? What's the same? What's different?
You have to keep in mind that whenever you see euros, you know it's a little bit more because the US to euro conversion. But overall, the things that are at this point extremely high priced back in the US are extremely affordable here, such as eggs and some of the bare essentials that we
Toilet paper,
things like that we typically buy.
paper towels.
Toilet paper makes sense because Lord knows if the wind blows too strong in the US, we're all like running to like stock up on toilet paper. Tornadoes, hurricanes, pandemics, apparently they all lead to explosive diarrhea, and we have to like consume or hoard as much toilet paper as possible. So toilet paper is not that expensive here, which is interesting. The checkout lines I mean, literally all of them, no matter where we've been, they all have like very small conveyor belts, if any. You know, most don't even have a conveyor belt. So you literally like you're carrying out everything. You don't have like these like massive like shopping carts, and you're not taking them to like your big SUV or in our case a truck to load up. So literally you've got to like shop light because everything you buy you're carrying.
And from what we learned, don't you think that's because they shop more fresh than we do? Like,
Agreed.
I think that's probably the reason why. Like, you don't go in there and see people with overly stuffed little micro carts like what we had. Like, it's mostly people walking around with a handful of things in their hands and then just buying those things.
Yeah, I had some friends years ago that actually moved to Barcelona, and they would typically just buy what they needed for like that evening or the next day, and that was pretty much it. You wouldn't really stock up on a lot of stuff, which is why, well, one, the flats aren't massive, so storage is always an issue if you have too much crap, obviously. And two, if you're just buying fresh, I mean, and just buying what you need, there's probably going to be less waste because you have less stuff sitting around rotting.
That's true.
So there's a lot of things that we can probably learn from this experience.
True.
Yeah.
Let's see what the refrigerator looks like now. All right, winning. So not exactly like stock full, but not empty either. So that's a win. And here's our little makeshift pantry over here.
I think one thing that I definitely want to pick up today while we're out is we have passed so many places that have amazing fresh bread in the windows, like tons of places. So ideally picking up some French bread. We've noticed that later in the day all the bread's gone, so typically you want to like shop for bread early in the day. And finding a local cheese shop and picking up some local cheeses. Definitely near the top of the list.
And for me back home, it's kind of my responsibility to like set out what is our meals gonna look like for the week. And I really haven't done that since we got here, which is kind of why we just bought a bunch of random stuff at the grocery store. So if we're gonna go a little bit less on vacation mode and actually make food here, I'm probably gonna have to like buckle down and figure out a menu. But the most important thing is we got snacks for Baby Dash, right, dude? Yeah, that's the most important thing. Yeah. Since we're on a theme of adulting, it seems like an appropriate time for me to try out this new detergent, and that is not the softener, which I bought on accident the first time. So let's see what we got going on here. First things first, this is pretty normal. Let's see, wash, pre-wash. Oh, look, there's a spot for that softener I bought. Okay, let's fill up the wash first. I'm gonna assume that this is like a reasonable amount. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna assume that this is too small. As you can see, it's not very big for the amount of laundry that I've let pile up over the last week. So we'll start with maybe some delicates, and I'm gonna guess number 14 will be fine. So let's do this. I think that's gonna be a thing. I guess I'll just decide, let's just do Baby Dash's clothes first. All right, so this is how many clothes Baby Dash has. Let's see if they'll all fit in here. Okay, that's not bad. That's probably, I don't know, it probably could do a little bit more, but I don't want to push it too hard. So I'm just gonna put some of our running clothes in here. All right, let's see. I'm trying to pick Daniel specifically because they tend to be pretty smelly. I think that's about as far as I'm willing to push it. Okay, so the good news is this little button right here. Inicio Parusa. That looks like it's just saying press me to start. So let's see what happens. It's making a noise. Is it gonna work? think so. I think I would bet lava means pre-wash and wash. So, I think we're off in the right direction. We'll see how long this takes. It's 11:43 now. I think if my memory serves me correctly, for some reason these washing machines, because I think it might be slash dryer, take a lot longer than those in the States. So we'll see. All right, good news. It's just after 1 o'clock and the laundry is fin, which obviously means done. Now the only thing is, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna hang all of this. Let's see what it looks like when I use the hanging thing in the bedroom. Okay, so this thingamadoogie comes out of the wall. So I'm thinking I'm gonna hang some of our clothes here, but that doesn't look like it's gonna be enough. Yeah, if that's what 2 things do. Yeah, I think that was like 1/10 of the laundry I did. This is gonna be exactly like being back in the Airstream. There's gonna be laundry everywhere. I did notice earlier that some people were hanging their laundry outside. See, like you can see there, but I'm pretty positive if I do that, it's gonna fly away and that's gonna be a cluster. All right, good news. Apparently there was less laundry in there than I thought. Bad news is how much I have left, which is basically an entire bag. So I guess I'm gonna have to learn to do smaller loads of laundry sooner versus how I do it in the Airstream, which is like a once every other week kind of thing. Hey, baby Dash, what do you think about the laundry stuff? Are you just happy all your clothes are clean? Ooh. Say yes, Mommy, thank you. Gracias. Well, in the theme of the rest of the day, now it's just time to adult. So Dash is gonna play. Daniel and I are gonna get some work done.
Speaking of adulting, I'm gonna see if I can figure out where my X-ray report is. I think it's about time to figure out if my foot's broken or not.
Oh, okay.
I think I saw something come in by email. I just need to find it.
Are you gonna check it now, or do you want them to wait until tomorrow to find out the big news as to whether or not you're a crazy human?
Cliffhanger! Is my foot broken? Is my foot broken? Find out in tomorrow morning's vlog.
Is a cliffhanger funny, dude? Hey, yeah, totally, that's funny. But if you haven't already this week, make sure
You wander local.
because as you know,
It's good for the soul.
see y'all tomorrow.